Hey everybody, so here is a quick way to get a quick 500,000, sometimes even 2,000, $3,000 going for you every month by selling web design to local businesses. So every local business has or needs websites. Some of them know they need a website, some of them have a website but may not be the best website. But there are so many people, especially these times, starting their own businesses and looking for web developers, web designers to help them design a professional website without breaking the bank. And that's where you and I can come in. And even without any knowledge of web design, even knowing the first step of how to go about designing a website, we can go and sell web design services to business owners and then pocket an easy 500,000, sometimes even $3,000, $4,000 every month. I'm going to show you how to do that. So there's a website called Thumbtack.com. Some of you may know it. I'm sure most of you know it. And this is a place where you can come and you can find different services you want to buy. So this is my zip code. You can put a zip code and you can search for web design, handyman, house cleaning, all these different, whatever business services you want, you can find professionals over here. So I'm going to go ahead and put web design. So when I just put web, it gives me a lot of these different options. I want to stick with web design. I want to go for my, these are the web design companies or web developers, web design professionals near my home in my area. And you can see there is a web design company. There is this guy who does marketing and web design and SEO, iconic web design, all of these different people who sell web design services. This guy's been hired 50 times in Thumbtack. This lady's been hired 46 times in Thumbtack, 72 times in Thumbtack, 700 times in Thumbtack, right? So as you get clients, and as you design a good website for them, they're going to start leaving you reviews. And as your reviews go up and up, you're going to get more and more hires, obviously, right? So I want to show you a couple of things. I've opened AppNet and I've opened Iconic in different tabs. And I want to show you something. So this is AppNet guy. There's a little bit about himself and what he does and all of that stuff. But when you come down here, here are some of the projects that he's done. He's given a picture of a website he's developed for a property company. And look, approximate cost, he's charged them $5,000. Okay, here is another company, web design, website he's done. It looks like divorcee guide. So maybe something about divorcee, or maybe a divorce lawyer, I'm not sure. But he's charged them $1,500, and they're given reviews and things like that, right? So web designers in mainland USA or UK or all these Western countries, they actually charge an easy $1,500, $5,000 to develop a website for local businesses. Okay, let's take the next one, Iconic Web HQ guy. If you come down, he's got some feature projects, and he's done an e-commerce site for $3,000. He's done a security company web design for $8,000. And this is big money for a one-time website. Okay, some of these websites could be a 5-page website, or it could be a 100-page website, and accordingly they're charged all this money. Now, what you can do is you can go to Thumbtack and you can sign up as a web designer, a web developer. Okay, so your profile comes up over here. Do some research, put your profile, put a couple of lines saying how you can design websites, and then what you do is, I'm going to show you how to get clients, but let me show you how you get clients. So once you do this, once you get featured over here, other businesses, companies who need web design services, they would come to Thumbtack, they would put web design, and they would look up these profiles, and your profile would be here. And quite a few of them would reach out to you. So how Thumbtack works is, if a customer needs a web design work for them, they would actually come up and post a job, and you can then bid on the job. And to bid on a job, you have to spend credits. It's usually like $5, $6, $7, $10, nothing more than that usually, right? So you can bid on that. So when a customer puts up a job in Thumbtack saying, hey, I'm looking for a website for my restaurant, or I'm looking for a website, I'm a dentist and I need a website for my restaurant, for my dental clinic, you can go and bid on that job and send them a message. So you pay Thumbtack $7, $10 something, and you send the customer a message saying, hey, this is me, look at my past history, I've been doing websites all along, and then he will reach out to you, you have a conversation going, and you close him on the website. Now, this is a steady source of income for you, because customers are always coming, business owners are always coming to Thumbtack and looking for web design. Okay. Now, once you get yourself featured over here, you can do that. You could sell website design. Now, the question begs, okay, sounds great. I can sell web design. I can get customers looking for website services, but I don't know to design a website. How do I do that? And I'm going to show you that. One thing I do want to explain is, let's say, you have a steady stream of people looking at your profile, and let's say you spend $10 every time you bid on a job, somebody saying I need a website. Let's say you bid on, even if it takes you 10 jobs you bid on to get a job. So let's say, you find there are, in the next 1 week's time, you bid on 10 different jobs of like a business owner saying I need a website built for me, and you bid on that and you start conversations going with them. So it takes you 10 different bids. Okay, you spend 10 times $10, that's $100 before one customer says, okay, I'll hire you, design a website for me. Okay, you spent $100 so far. What you do then is, here is what you do. You do not have to know anything about web design. You go to a place called Fiverr.com. Okay, here there are people from all over the world who are as, if not more, equipped and skilled than these guys over here. But they are in countries like India, Philippines, Pakistan, Eastern Europe, and they will do the same work for you for very, very cheap. So if I go over here and I do web design, look, this guy says I will create a web design and build a responsive website for $85. I will do a PSD website design or a mock-up design for $100. I will design a prototype wireframe for $150. Okay, I will design a professional WordPress website for $75. So you will find people who are very, very skilled in web development, but working for very, very less. Why is this person here able to develop a real good website for $100? Because $100 in Sri Lanka or in India is 100x their currency. Okay, $1 is 70 Indian rupees. $1 is 200 Sri Lankan rupees. The average income for somebody in Sri Lanka is probably 30,000, 40,000 rupees a month. I'm talking monthly income. So $200, $300, $500 is their monthly income. And they probably work in a web design company making that every month, and they are just freelancing here. So one project for them, one website where they pay $100, that's 1 week of work for them, but they're so skilled at web design, they can do it for you in a few hours. So you can literally sell websites to local business owners in your your city, in your area, in your county, for $1,000, $1,500, $3,000, and then reach out to Fiverr.com and find a good guy who's very good. And if the business owner is paying you $1,000, even if you pay him $200 over here instead of $100, you spend $200 paying your freelancer in Fiverr.com. You spend $100 on Thumbtack bidding on the jobs. That's $300 spent. but the customer is paying you $1,000. So that's a $700 profit, right? And that is how you can make some easy money. Now, when I got started, I was doing that. I have kids in, not me, but I know kids in college who do this side income and make money easy. All right. Now, how do you find customers? Like I said, you go to Thumbtack, you put your profile, customers will come to you. But also, if you just go and do a search for, let's say, I just do tree service near me. Okay. You can do a search for anything near you, and you will find these results come up. And look, this guy here, Mr. Complete Tree Service, does not even have a website. So you can call him up and talk to him if you want to and say, hey, Mr. Complete Tree Service, I will put together a great website for you for cheap. I will do it for, $300, $400, and it's going to have all the images and the content, and it's going to be optimized and all that. You learn some lingo. Talk to this guy. You could go to Oakland tree removal guy and say the same thing. Look, you need a website. I will get it for you for very, very cheap. Other web design developers will charge you at $1,200. I'm going to do it for $400. Then you come here and you find somebody who can do it for $35, $45, $60, right? And you can pocket an easy $300. You're not even putting time to do the work. You're just outsourcing it to this person. One other thing you can go, in case they ask you, hey, can you show me past results? This is what you want to do. Go to themeforest.net. And let's say you have a dentist or a tree service or whatever client in the hook, right? So let's say a dentist reached out to you through Thumbtack and says, hey, I think I want to hire you, but can you show some past work? You could do one of two things. Okay, you could reach out to this Fiverr guy and say, hey, can you show some of your past work? And you can show that to the dentist. Or you could go to themeforest.net, put dentist or whatever customer industry he is in, click on search, and you're gonna get all these beautiful looking website templates. Okay, so you can come over here, click on preview, and you can show him this, right? Looks beautiful. So each of these are different ones viewed. You can click on a view demo. Let's say I click on a view demo here. It's going to show me a good looking website that you can say, this is a website template that we use. This is something we do. Beautiful, right? This is how it is. This is also a great place for you when a business customer says, hey, could you show me a few designs? I'm not even sure what my website design should look like. And you can say, sure, and take a few of these, and maybe copy it. Do not show the website itself because it says $59. This $59 is to buy a license for this template. So you don't need that. But the business owner, because he's not educated on web development, he's going to think it costs $59, right? So what you do is you come here and you click on live preview, and over here you can either take a screenshot, put it in a PowerPoint, or do a video recording, screen recording, just like this one, and say, hey, look at this. This is how your website can look like. Do you like this design, or do you want to go to a different design? And you can show him 3, 4, 5 different designs, and he can pick one. Like same with anything, right? Let's say you want to go for a plumber, right? A plumber contractor reaches out to you, click on plumber, and you get all these different beautiful looking websites. So you can open this preview, you can open another one over here, preview, and you can say, hey, Mr. Customer, do you like this layout? Click on there are many of these over here, so click on one of them. Do you like this layout? Looks beautiful. Or do you like this layout? Or you can choose some of the other layouts. And when you show these look so professional that they're going to be like, oh my god, this guy knows what he's doing, I'm going to hire him, right? And so they may say, you know what, I like this profile, let's go with this layout. Okay, so sure, no problem. It's going to be $1,500 for 5 pages, 6 pages. And then you take this exact link, this whatever the customer picked, you go to fiverr.com and you pick one of these guys and say, hey, I need a website designed exactly like this. Do you think, how much is it going to be for you to design a website that looks exactly like this? And the Fiverr guy is going to say, you know what, I can do for $100, or you know what, it costs, I told you $100, but this looks like it needs some extra customizations. It's going to be $300. And you still say, okay, why? Because the customer is paying you $1,500, and you just found a guy who you can pay $300. He's doing the work. You just hang back, have fun, pocket a cool $1,200, and then once the website is delivered to you, you deliver it back to him. So it's as simple as that, because business owners are always looking for web design. You go put up a profile in Thumbtack, so they come to you, okay? And then you talk to a customer, you close a customer, then you come to Fiverr.com and you have him do it. And when you ask the business customer, what kind of layout do you want? Do you have any idea in mind? If they have an example site, they can show you. If not, you can give them examples from here, themeforest.net. So this is some ways to easily make a easy, if you just get one client a week and you just pocket, let's say $800 profit each, that's $3,200 a month for little to no work. So hope that made some sense, guys.